That worked out better.
What's up, guys? So today I'm going to pick up my engine for the S-10, but before I left the house there was some fuckery going on, so I just thought I'd go outside and video what it's like in the mornings here at my house. Apparently Molly's got these rabbits sold on Facebook. She got a couple that she got and she doesn't want anymore.
And I want bunnies.
She's already got them sold, and of course she can't catch one of them, so she'll probably be out here all day trying to catch a rabbit for $20. Like I said, today we're going to go get my engine. Finally, we had to take it to the machine shop. I'm sure you guys have been watching my dad's channel, and it had a few issues that we had to get addressed. I'm glad we did take it there, and Bob was able to find the things that it had wrong with it, because it would have definitely led to a catastrophic failure first time out.
This all turned out really nice. On the mains, on the home, actually.
And they're dead on.
Yeah, pretty damn close. Yes, not worth arguing over a tenth here or there. And you'll see it in that video that he drops it down.
Really?
So the heads weren't very flat.
No.
I'm glad we took those in.
And the valve job, we made it better. And you'll see that on those videos.
I airdropped them. Alright, so if you guys have been watching my dad's channel, which I'm sure a lot of you have been, you know that we took my engine to the machine shop. The new engine, not the old one. The old one is toast. It's completely destroyed. Everything in the bottom end is trash. So we had Austin at Lucor go pick up a new engine for us in Minnesota, and they got it from a guy that we know from street racing, and he got it from somebody else, and it was kind of one of those things where he didn't know a whole lot about the engine except for what the guy had told him. But he knew it was a good engine. He knew it had a lot of good parts. He just didn't know who put it together or how good they put it together. So we took it apart and we had Bob check it out. Bob found a lot of things that he thought he could make better. So we went ahead and took the time. We took a few weeks off for racing so that we could get everything right. That way we don't have to pull this thing back out.
I didn't just throw it in the truck.
I think I feel we made it better. And we made it to where you know what it is and how it's put together. You know what I mean? Like we've done in the past.
Alright, so we got everything back to the shop here, but I have to run back to the machine shop because we forgot the special torque wrench we need. I wanted to use Bob's torque wrench because it's really nice. It's a nice snap-on wrench, and I have to have it to degree the rod bolts in. Those rod bolts, they call for 30 foot-pounds plus 50 degrees. So I want to make sure that I got a good torque wrench, one that's consistent with the one that we used to do all the work. So I'm gonna go get that, and we'll be back tonight to assemble this thing.
First thing we're going to do is we pull the main caps off, and we're going to wipe these bearings down with a lint-free cloth. And I've got a little bit of sea foam in the cloth to lubricate just a little bit and help clean. Just make sure everything's nice and clean before we start laying the crankshaft in it. So we've got the rear main seal. We're getting ready to lay it in the block, and the halves are the same. It doesn't matter which half goes in the top or the bottom, but it does matter which way the seal goes. The lip, you see this lip? Mm-hmm. That always goes towards the oil.
Both of us.
Now these are splayed caps, so I don't bother messing with the outside bolts until the centers are tight and torqued down, because that sets your cap to the block. Okay, and then once you've got the center bolts torqued down, then you can run the outside ones down. You can't do it any other way. At least in my opinion, you can't. Not do it right. Take it up to about 25. First pull. More. Go to 65. And as you do each one, spin the crank and make sure there's no problem. Move to the next one. Snug them. Pull them down to about 25. Here goes 65. I don't know. Get it going down on the rod on the back. See where it says number 8. Tell me when you're ready.
All right, guys, so that's gonna about do it. We're at a point where we gotta stop. We gotta go tomorrow to Jegs and get a couple seals for our timing cover. The crank and the cam seal were bad, so we got to replace those. And then we have to get a couple other little things, and then we can completely assemble the short block. Just have to put the pan on, but we can't put the pan on until we get the timing cover on and get the belt drive put on. So that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to support, go to www.streetracingchannel.com. I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.